Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Rewind That. I'm your girl, Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Tonight we are going to be discussing and recapping the latest episode of Raising Kanan, Season 4, Episode 4, called The Way We Were. So that's our least favorite moments, scratching my head moments, and favorite moments. And we're about to get all up into it. Normally when we have these discussions, I have like a question on the thumbnail, but since I missed out on recapping this episode, I didn't even bother with that. But here's one thing that I will say is I was loving this look. Like, this was giving boss, all the way boss chick, but boss chick on the level of don't tell me that I know the exact people that I'm talking about, and for some reason I can't think of it, and it's annoying the heck out of me. But don't tell me because I want to get it. Why can I? Cartel.
Oh,
It's just giving cartel, boy, like that ponytail and slit. I said, oh, she's giving Queen of the South, honey. Like, what's? Hey, Justin Shelton, Rashonda Greer. There's some Ghost Riders up in here. What's up? Love y'all all. So, um, overall, tell me what you thought about the episode. I'm here with my girl, Pretty Girl. Normally I introduce, we came in together. This is Pretty Girl Loves Trap content. Going over to her channel, subscribe. She already recapped the episode earlier this morning. Okay, so make sure you go check her out if you haven't already.
thank you.
You're
This
welcome.
episode was cute. It revved up towards the end, and I guess we'll talk about that. But it was cute. I'm still stressed out. I'm still nervous. Still got my asthma pump on ready.
Yeah.
Because people are just making horrible decisions, and
They're getting worse and worse, girl. Worse and worse.
but it was cute.
So let's go right into that. One of my least favorite moments, I would say, was, and I feel like you could be speaking about Marvin in this instance. I don't know if that's which. Are you referring to Marvin in this instance?
One of the main ones.
He's one of the main ones. Yeah, and so, we already been talking about Marvin and the decisions that he's made, going behind Rock's back. So last week I didn't even recap it. I'm so sorry, guys. I was super busy. Like, my birthday came and this and that. And I really wanted to come on regardless later on in the week, but I didn't get a chance to. So in last week's episode, I just want to mention that I didn't like that he lied to Rock. There was an opportunity to tell the truth and he didn't. So that kind of made me feel very, very uneasy when it came to Marvin and his longevity, in the show. Now this week, when he was sitting with Stefano and Early, and he's bringing Early in, and he's vouching for him and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, first of all, Marvin, you're already doing the wrong thing by working with this man behind your sister's back. Now you're bringing in Early. First of all, he can't be trusted at all. He's over here hiding Unique, keeping that a secret. And when Unique says he wants to let himself be known, you're advising against it. And you already put the worst battery in his bag. So, whew, baby, he's just digging himself deeper. So now it's getting real, right? Where Stefano tells Marvin, okay, you over here vouching for this man, right? So you know how important that is. So if anything goes wrong, I'm going to be looking for you. And I said, oh my gosh, this is the worst case scenario about to happen. And I am not feeling it at all. So what were your thoughts on this situation?
Okay. I am peed off with Marvin just for even it's becoming a web of lies at this point.
Yeah.
I give him a small justification of trying to correct his wrong per se. Like, he murdered the guy, the bookie, and he tried to find a replacement. So I don't want to be too mad at him for that, but at the end of the day, just not including Rock, like, she has been saving you time and time again.
Yeah.
And she has the ear. Like, don't get me wrong, we've seen Marvin with Andre, the lawyer. So he has been having his own meetings and getting briefs of, the status with the popo or whatever. But Rock is the head. And I'm sure she's privy to more information. And she's telling you time and time again, like, keep your nose clean. Like, what are we doing here?
Right.
And don't get me wrong, I see Early as one of those dudes in the hood, jack of all trades. They probably known each other for a long time. But when you're working with the mob, you gotta vet the people that you're introducing to the mob. And that goes to what Marvin told Stefano over the phone, I believe last week. He's like, oh, any dude on the corner of Jamaica Queens could do this. Like, no, he's underestimating the seriousness of working with the mob. And if anybody knows the seriousness, it should be Marvin, because he caused like 2 wars at this point. And it's like, you too old for this. Like, you probably pushing 40, Marvin. Like, is your ego really that big for you to be just over here just being reckless? I'm over it.
I'm so sorry.
No, you good.
What was the last thing that you said about Marvin and his age? He's too old.
Yeah, because he's the oldest. Rock is like in her early 30s. So I'm giving Marvin like 37, 38-ish, at least at this point. So I understand, like, it's weird because he's trying to find his own footing. You can see he's trying to make a way. Because in my live a couple weeks ago, I did justify Marvin trying to make his own way, because we did see Rock quit the game, right? And Marvin had to find his work elsewhere. So he was working with Dean. So, I feel like on some level he's been at the point where he's tired of taking orders from his little sister. But more so her being out the game temporarily, he's like, dang, I can't really depend on her necessarily. So I do got to make my own, my own way. But now she's back at in the game. So if you're in the organization, you need to just communicate with the head. Like, you doing over here doing side stuff with her and without her, like it's too bad.
You're right. What he's doing is absolutely stupid. We know this is very risky. It's either he's going to get himself killed, or like you said, he's about to start all types of wars, but to his defense, you're coming to his defense as well. And to your point, like, he is the oldest, and he seems like he knows how to survive. And so if he's looking at it like, yo, Rock been in the game, out the game, in the game, and it's like, I can't rely on her. Yeah, she may be the boss, but I got to make sure that I'm secure, because whenever she want to stop doing what she got to do, I got to keep going.
Yeah.
So because I was also looking at that, and I'm like, what's going on with him? Why he kind of acting like he might be a little bit tired of, following her, because he always seems so very loyal, you know what I'm saying? And we know he still is, but there was just some type of thing where, like, you could see it, that he's just like, I don't always want to take your orders. But now that we're discussing it seems like it's a deeper thing. It's more like, I gotta survive, just like Juke said when she was at the dinner table with what's her name again, Latoya, what's the girl's name? Aisha, right? Well, Aisha's parents, she was like, my father does all types of stuff. Like, she knows that her dad, that's what he does. Like, he got his hands in a whole bunch of things. So this is what Marvin does, but he's not being smart at all. I don't know what the heck is wrong with him at this point.
And in the car with Lou, he was like, F everybody. So he's definitely on another mindset as well since last season. So that's, a part of it too. So and if you over here thinking your brother gonna backstab you or something, not really having faith in his loyalty, then he's probably thinking like, why should I be loyal to anybody? But I feel like it's wrong.
It is.
But because he's seemingly more loyal to Stefano than he is with Rock.
And Stefano then basically just threatened you. What the heck going on? Before we continue, let me say hello to some of the people that's coming in. Kelly Renee Yemi, thank you so much for the birthday love, guys. Monica M, Justin Shelton, Samara Barney, Kevin Reynolds, thank you so much for the birthday love. AG, thank you, my love. Alex Heron, thank you, guys. So AG says since last season, Marvin gave up on everyone, and that will be his downfall. I think here's another thing I want to say since we're talking about Marvin, that whole thing that Unique, because I don't really want to feel like I want to talk too much about Unique because he's kind of doing the same old stuff over, but him involving that dude and then shooting up the warehouse and this and that, and then also going over to Sam, was that his name? What's the guy's
Sal.
the one that got Sal? Yeah, him going over to Sal's wife and involving this. I have this feeling, and I hope that I'm wrong, that he is gonna put these dangerous things into place, and it's gonna be when he finds out that Rock really didn't do him dirty, it's gonna be too late.
Yeah.
So I am afraid about that. You know what I mean? It's going to be one of those type of poetic type of Shakespearean, you know what I'm saying, cluster F's, and I'm just like, I'm not here for it at all, but it is great storytelling.
You ever think it'll be a situation that happens and in the effort to fix things, he saves himself and saves Rock and put himself in danger? That's the only reason I can see me not being mad at Unique no more. It's like saving Rock.
Yeah, I can see that. Like if he finds out that he was wrong this whole time, I could definitely see that. And now the whole time I was thinking that he was going to be the one to delete early, and now I'm like, yeah, well, Marvin might delete him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or Rock.
Because they did bring up another name.
Another Lump
Maxwell.
Yeah, what's he gonna be?
Yeah.
Because I kept listening, they kept throwing that name around and around. I said that name, he about to pop up on this screen, child. We got to brace ourselves for old Lump, Willie Lump.
That's what I was thinking.
We gotta brace ourselves. So that was one of my least favorite moments. I have another one, but one of my least favorite moments was the situation with Sal turning to Marvin, and now all of a sudden you're very serious with him. You should have never ever like invited him into nothing like this before. And just the fact, I don't want to I want to say it because of the fact that it has to do with Kanan, but I'm not going to talk about Kanan. I'm just going to bring up the fact that you bring this man into a dangerous situation, yet over your daughter, because, he's embarrassing the family, this and that, and, hurting your daughter, whatever. At the end of the day, he pretty much confirmed that it wasn't really about his daughter. It was about him and his ego being disrespected, because he just told Kanan that I don't love my kids that much. I wouldn't spend a C note on them little ninjas. So it's like you're bringing this man into this situation, and you're in business with his sister, and you just all types of messy, and then gonna have the nerve to say, if you're bringing somebody in that you're vouching for, you have the nerve to basically to be threatening. That's my point. And it's like that to me, I don't like that type of audacity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like you said, Marvin out here about to start all kinds of wars, girl. So what was one of your least favorite moments?
Rock scene with her mother, Joyce. It was very triggering to me. Not saying I'm in that situation, but it just brings home just the generational curses, when parents acts in a situation, the child, they're affected, and it's going to probably, if it's not corrected, and it's probably going to just stem to they become an adult and they, go through the same thing with their child. So it's a generational curse situation. And also teed me off because Joyce was well aware that she wasn't a good parent. She wasn't a good wife.
Right.
Not being a good wife, it's still bad, but not being a good parent, just willingly be absent and letting your kids be over here just fending for themselves because he was going to look out for me. Like, you're a parent. That goes out the window when you become a parent. Like, at the end of the day, when you become a parent, you're going to make sacrifices.
Right. And they won't have the nerve to tell her, hold on, let me get.
No, go ahead.
Thank
Yes.
you so much, AG. Yes. Happy birthday, Miss K. I pray your birthday was full of peace and rest. Thanks for all you do. Thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate you. This is definitely a labor of love, and I appreciate the sacrifices that you guys make when you support me and people like Pretty Girl Loves Trap Content. You guys are awesome, amazing, and I'm praying to continue because I know that I have been a little bit off schedule and things like that, but I'm getting a little bit busier, especially when it comes to school and stuff, guys. But it's gonna be back. It's gonna be better. Especially when school is out the way, okay? But I thank you so much. I thank you guys for riding with me, especially my members. You guys stay there even if I'm not really doing anything. So I definitely appreciate you, and I pray that this comes back to you 100-fold. Thank you. I love you. Appreciate you. What was I saying about? Oh, so what she said when she was letting, like Rock was saying, you ain't act like we didn't want you to be perfect, but we just wanted somebody to care. Yeah. She couldn't even apologize. The only thing she took ownership about stuff, but she didn't apologize for a daggone thing.
Yeah.
And I'm with Rock. She like, you want forgiveness, and I ain't giving that to you. Like, you could die like that, Heifer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you're not even over here trying to have any sympathy about it. You gonna sit there and say, if I didn't care about me, nobody else would have. What? I mean, yeah, welcome to motherhood. A lot of times, we put ourselves last and stuff, and we do feel like we're pouring out all the stuff to our children and our family and things like that, and we need someone to care. Like, nobody cares about me. It does feel like that. But at the end of the day, that's not how you operate. Yeah. Even if it feels like no one cares about you, you don't stop caring for your kids. No. That's the sacrifice. That's what it takes. That's real love. Yeah. Like, what are you doing?
It's kind of a thankless job on some level.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's the thing that you just have to accept. You can't be over there trying to be oh, woe is me. I was left with 3 babies. Shut up.
and I wanted to, because I'm very I can see all angles of a situation. So at that point, I would love to be able to give grace to Joyce, because I can't even imagine losing your loved one like that. But the mere fact that she's still like is unapologetic low-key about it is like, I can't even extend no grace to you, because even now, well, she did say, by the time I tried to be a better parent, it was too late. But yeah, you still, okay, well, keep trying.
That's right.
Only coming up to the kids when you need bread.
Right?
Like, you still effing up.
Y'all washed your hands of me. What you mean? Oh, even if they have, it's only because they're hurt. So you have to keep on trying as a parent. You can't stop. You know what I'm saying? And look at Rock. You can see the emotion. Like, she was so upset in that last episode that she was the one that walked away, because you know what? She probably was hopeful before finding out that her mom had a terminal illness. She probably was hopeful, sitting at that dinner table. And so to spring that on them like that, she was like, I'm not even here for this. Like, she probably thinking our family is coming to a place where we're learning more about each other. We're facing our emotions and things like that. Something that's uncomfortable for her. But she's like, yeah, okay, I think we can do this. I think I can do this. Like, I'm being supportive of my brother, my little brother. You know what I'm saying? Those are the things. Remember how hard she was on Lulu?
Yeah.
Now she's over there supporting him.
Yeah.
And so she's trying to turn this new leaf when it comes to like being sympathetic and bringing her walls down. And so she's like, okay, my mom invited us over, this and that. She don't normally do this. Maybe there's going to be something happening. Maybe there's a shift happening in the dynamic of our family. Let's see what this is all about. Then you spring this up on them.
Yeah.
Like she said, over some daggone collard greens and cornbread. Like, what?
Now, I'm not even mad at the
food choice.
Don't tell me that on empty stomach. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. But it is like, unfortunate. Like, this is the time where we get this family moment. You know what I'm saying? We should have did this before. The only reason I would say I am a little thankful for this scene is because it's kind of looking at a mirror a little bit, because when she told Rock, I'm pretty much like, do you know how it feels to have a pretty much kid,
wash their hands.
Yeah. And she was like, all I think about at this point is me being gone and nobody missing me.
Right.
Like I think that hit Rock a little way. So I feel like that's going to have an effect on how she treats Kanan on some way, but Kanan's just too far gone.
Too far. Like, really?
Nothing. I don't think there's anything she can do at this point.
Yeah, because he's still trying. I mean, can we move over to the next least favorite moment of mine? If we're done with this, yes, shout out to the wardrobe stylist for Rock. This girl, I'm telling you,
bad.
Oh my God. Thank you, Stephen Harris. I appreciate you. So I mean to talk about them. So these folks over here, right? I mean, remember Ariel? Sorry, not Ariel, the Little Mermaid. Mm-hmm. And remember Ursula the Sea Witch and those slithery fish, whatever the heck they were. That's who they remind me of. These two, Snap and Pop. Mm-hmm. They're like snakes in the water, right? That's how those fish were in that movie. Mm-hmm. And they were trying to manipulate and say different things or enticing things to Ariel to make her make a certain choice. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like he's being manipulated so much. And the crazy thing is, I respect Snap more than Pop. Snap is the man, right? I always
get him mixed up.
Yeah. I
think Pop is the guy. I think. I could be wrong. Chat, let us know.
Yeah, I think Snap is the man, but it'd be getting too crazy for me in my head. So I'm tired of them both. But I just don't like her.
Yeah.
I feel like she's really like the devil. You know what I'm saying? Like every time she opens her mouth, I'm just like, oh, just please shut. She just reminds me of the devil so much because it's like she gives that extra evil little touch to it. You know what I mean? Like Snap, he'll come and he'll say whatever he says, but then she comes in and whatever she says is like the little evil on the cake. You know what I say? Icing on the cake. This is the freaking evil on the, she puts the evil touch on it because she's putting that. And I hate to say this, guys, because you know that women, unfortunately, can be very manipulative. So she really plays her role as that type of woman who she puts that manipulative touch on it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And in this scene, they're talking to him, basically trying to tell him that you need who you want to be. I don't know if this is the same picture, but whatever, same thing. Yeah. Who you want to be, you know what I'm saying? And they're looking at each other yeah, we got him, you know what I'm saying? Because he I don't want to be like my mom, my pops, my uncles, nobody. I just wanted to be like me. And so they good, we got him. We're gonna make sure. And that's the only reason why they keep on letting him live and stuff when he comes to the table short, because they know he's young, his mind is young, and they could shape and mold him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why they keep giving him chances and stuff like that. But your mother warned you need to be careful with these people, but he don't want to listen. So I feel like he's also going to learn the hard way when he finds out that his mother is going to be his supplier. That's what I think is going to happen. Your mom about to be your supplier. You think you're going to be out here, calling your own shots, doing your own thing, and your mother's going to be your supplier. That's how I'm looking at it. I don't know, but Snap and Pops, I think they're going to wind up getting themselves taken off the board because there's just too much going on behind the scenes and how much they're playing with this woman's child. Mm-hmm. And he's an idiot. He's always going to be like that. There's nothing we can do about it ever. And I just don't know when he's ever going to learn. I don't think he'll ever learn, but I would like to move into our favorite moment. Is it okay if because you could come back to this?
I am in a different moment. Yeah.
Okay. So my favorite moment was when he went to, so in this scene, they're introducing him to Quan. And I'm just like, this is some real backstabby type of thing. You know what I mean? Obviously, we're used to that type of, we're used to the treachery, all of this stuff. But it was very weird to me that Quan just flipped. He kind of switched on Rock like that. Like, we raising the prices, this and that. You know what I mean? And then they keep asking, did Rock get hit? You know what I'm saying? As if they were behind all of this. And so, and I could be wrong. I'm just saying though, because why y'all playing it? You know, it's like they playing chess or something like that. You know what I mean? But here's my thing. What's up, DeMarcus? And starring Toya Dante Penn. So One Shot Gaming in the building. What's up? So, what was I saying? Shoot.
Was they behind all this with Quan changing his
All right. So he meets with Quan.
Mm-hmm.
Quan is very interested, and he's like, yeah, just be, you know, anything you want to say, Kanan, anything you want to say to me, skip over my mom because she makes things complicated. So everything works out well with him and Quan. Mm-hmm. Then he goes and meets with Stefano. Mm-hmm. Stefano's like, I'm only meeting with you because of, you know, out of my relationship with Quan. But yo, your mother loves you, so I'll work with her. She done freaking borrowed what, $500,000, he said. Mm-hmm. And that's when he said that whole thing about I wouldn't even borrow a C note for none of my kids.
Yeah.
And that was one of my favorite moments because no matter what I've been saying about Quan, about Stefano, mm-hmm. that was a real nigga moment. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, yo, I don't watch this lady go hard for you, knowing daggone well that if she was having money problems too, and that if she would have never paid me back, she was risking her own life for you. Like I witnessed that. Like, and you over here trying to meet with me behind her back. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, I was hoping that would resonate with him, but we never get such hope. It's ridiculous. Maxima 347 says, this show makes me see Kanan in different light, like he really just dumb. Exactly, he's really just dumb. Seriously. Because it's like there's so many like warnings, there's so many lessons, and he just doesn't want to learn any of them since day freaking one. Day one. So that's why I never understand when people be like really riding for this dude, because I'm like, y'all don't see the dumbness?
Because he's reckless and violent. That's all they want to see.
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on here? Thank you, DeMarcus, for the super chat. Happy birthday, Miss K / Madam Moonlight. Oh yeah, Madam Moonlight. She got the same birthday as me too. I forgot to tell y'all that. Thank you so much, because DeMarcus be knowing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, DeMarcus. So is there anything that you wanted to say about this scene and the prior scene? Because we're doing favorite moments though right now, right?
Yeah.
So that's not okay.
I'm gonna save Snap and Pops a little later. My favorite scene was Kanan and Stefano for the very reasons you stated. It was just like, you know how it is when a child hears from a parent, they hear the things being drilled, but when they hear from another person, typically that would resonate on some level, but it just didn't happen. I was thinking like, damn, he's hearing it from somebody else. Maybe something was snap, crackle, and pop in his brain, but
right.
But it's like, he's like, well, I'm just here to introduce myself. I'm like, fool, like, you're not fooling nobody. But that was my favorite moment. But I would say another favorite moment was the short scene when Marvin came in and Juke was kind of holding her face. And he was like, somebody put hands on you.
Right.
It just a little subtle look like. Because, I mean, it just took me back when he put his hands on her. So it's just a full circle moment I love. But I just love, because you know Marvin, he's a softie when it comes to the girls.
Yes.
I love that moment. Like, yes, Daddy, go take care of your daughter.
Yes, it was. He was on some. Say no more.
Say less.
I love the silence. Like that was the best.
Yeah.
That was the freaking best. Yeah. I was like, ooh, it's going. You already know.
Yeah.
You already knew what was gonna happen. I said, this guy done screwed up now.
Messed with the wrong one.
You sure did. You messed with the wrong somebody's child. Like really bad.
Yes.
So I'm about to get my girl Moochie up in the building. Hold on one second. I just wanted to because I had the screenshot of what you were talking about, and that's the one. I knew there was a picture that I didn't have that didn't make it through for some reason. So I'm gonna get that one in here. Let me bring Mooch in. Moochie the Hammer. Hey, girl. How you doing? Looking cute and stuff.
Yeah. Sorry I'm late.
It's okay. So, favorite moment. Talk
My
about it.
favorite moment of the episode, just because of the acting, was that conversation that Rock had with her mother, with Joyce. I
Okay.
thought that it was so emotional.
Yeah.
But I hope that we see her address all of her children,
Right. You want to see that.
because every child's relationship, every person's relationship is different. With your mom, it does go like that. So, like, usually the first one usually be the one you went through the blood, sweat, and tears. So they be the ride or die, and that's what it seemed like it is. Marvin, he forgive her, but he more mad at his father.
Right.
I just thought this was a powerful scene. I thought it was a powerful scene. The dialogue and the emotion. That's why it was one of my favorite scenes, even though it was a sad subject. It was just for the acting.
Yeah, it was really,
Dialogue.
the acting was nice. It was really good. Very. So what about what did we do? We just been doing favorite moments, right? We did least favorite,
Yeah,
right?
we just started favorite moments.
Favorite moment?
Yeah.
But no, we did. No, she just did her favorite moment. Sorry.
Did you do your
favorite moment? We got to get hers.
Yeah. Your least favorite moment, Mooch.
My least favorite moment in this was what you just said too. Kanan not caring about how much his mother cares about him, and what she actually went through to get him to do that, to get all of the money she borrowed from Stefano and stuff like that. So yeah, and it seemed like it didn't. He was unmoved by it. I agree with you. That was one of my least favorite scenes.
Yeah. And so let's go to scratching my head.
I know which one mine.
And the only reason why I'm going first is because I didn't even do a recap at all. So I'm going first. Normally I let my lovely co-host go first. But back to, I was going to say Stefano. No, let's do this one first, because I'm going to talk about one person as well. But this scene right here with this man named, what's his name? Ish something? I don't know.
Ish.
Let's call him Ish. So he looks at Marvin. Marvin says something and he's like, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. And he said to Rock, the next time you come back alone. And she kind of looked at him like, what the heck is up with that? You know what I'm saying? And for me, I'm looking at it like, yeah, what the heck is up with that? Because why? Do you feel something? You know what I'm saying? Some people have been in the game so long they know how to read a ninja. You know what I'm saying? And it be on some like, yeah, this one right here, I'm gonna just say it like I think he feeling. This one right here, Marvin is too reckless. And I just feel that all over him, and I don't want nothing to do. I don't want him nowhere near this right here. So it was just, that's the part that I was wondering. I'm like, is that what he's thinking? Because he just kind of blew him off. So Moochie, I see you shaking your head. I'm sorry, nodding your head. What's up?
You're right. He did blow him off because he like, you not meeting the head in charge. You not. We not gonna let this go down like that.
Right.
You come and you come by yourself. So I got why he said it.
Yeah. So do you think it's just more like no number twos, or he got some type of aura from this dude, like some negative energy?
I want to say the negative energy part.
Yeah. What about you, pretty girl?
Yeah, I thought it could be a couple things. The first thing that came through my mind, like, did you hear any gossip in the street about Marvin? Like, because he been, I feel like gangs talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I feel like if it was that, maybe he wouldn't even take the meeting with Rock because they are attached on some level. So I kind of wrote that out. Second, I do feel like it's a vibe, but Marvin didn't help because sometimes Marvin insert himself in conversations where it's not needed. Like even when Rock went to the plug, you know, it was minimum dialogue. You know, she didn't even have to say much. If Marvin was there at that meeting, he probably would have messed it up by saying something dumb or reckless. Like even like the last episode, when they met with Joaquin, and he talking about fish legs, and I'm like, what? Like, come on, don't be over here with these idiot conversations. So I just think, you know, and then when you want to be exclusive, you don't want a bunch of people coming to the plug house. You know what I'm saying? Like you reckless, and you really only need to speak with the boss. You don't really need to speak with, you know, invite the number 2 over there. So I think it's a combination of things, but mostly Marvin just was unnecessary. He didn't need to be there.
He sure didn't. So, what's your scratching my head moment? Pretty girl, sorry.
So I'm trying to ponder. We talked about this a little bit with Snap and Pops in this whole Quan situation, because the first red flag was Quan raising the price 20%, and in that scene he had a little smirk. So I'm like, where is this coming from? At this point, we wasn't sure if Unique got in touch with him, but I felt like that wasn't really it. And we know Snap and Pops, they always talk about connections and who you know and everything. So I'm thinking to myself, like, are they the reason behind Quan raising Rock's price?
Yeah.
And seeking out Kanan? But I'm like, why even seek out Kanan? Because that's messy as I don't know what, knowing his mother. Like, granted, I feel like they're probably a little higher in terms of their ranking per se, but I just feel like they're playing with fire when it comes to her child. They don't have kids, so they don't understand, unfortunately. But I feel like they should understand, like, and you banking all this on a kid. You trying to run a whole Huron situation with a 17-year-old boy.
Right.
Granted, I get it. There's advantages and disadvantages for him being young, but even them teaching him lessons, yeah, they're training him, but that also shows how green he is and how much he don't know. So you really want to bank your whole organization. Well, I don't know if they got hands in different pockets or whatever, but it seems as though a lot of their stake on some level is resting on Kanan, and they're using relationships that they possibly know or have with other people to connect him with. So I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about. Do you think they're pulling the strings with Quan and him raising the price? Because we already know Quan don't really like Rock, but I feel like his reasoning came from something else, not just his own merit, you know, for raising the price.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, it made me feel like because they were being inquisitive about, oh, did Rock get hit? Did she? You know what I mean? Like, they're over there asking all these questions and being mad sneaky about stuff. It made me feel like they were the reason behind it all. You know what I mean? Because now all of a sudden you want to introduce him to Quan. You know, like the first sign of interest, they was on it. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they looking at each other like, all right, we got him. Now let's introduce him to Quan. So it just, that made me feel like, yeah, they definitely behind this whole thing, and they want to remove Rock, obviously, because they know she'll probably be a problem.
The reason we not thinking about why, or just plain because I want to make bread.
I don't know. I think
jealous.
I think that she probably is like competition to them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I could think of. I can't really think, like, there hasn't really been anything, or maybe it's the fact that they see her a bit of influence over Kanan still, even though I don't think it's really there like that, honestly. Or, you know, the fact that she be coming to his rescue. I mean, I really don't know. Go ahead, Mooch.
I feel like they're opportunists. Word on the street is that Quan people got robbed and there's some friction with him and Rock. Let's slide Kanan up in there in the middle. And he gonna think that he's still working with you know, but I just think it was a bad move. I think that she gonna fix them for what they did, though. I think it's gonna be some get back, and it might not be violent, but I think she gonna put them in their place because she already warned him about how to deal with Snap and Pop. So now that they done crossed her, she's gonna deal with them in a calculating way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's further annoying because they constantly questions Kanan loyalty. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you doing that all the time when it came to Ronnie, when it came to his own mother. So you think if he gets an opportunity to backstab you, like he's not? Like that's
right.
That's the definition of insanity. Like what what are we doing?
Word, like I don't know what is wrong, but everybody's just crazy around here. Whew. So, scratching my head. This was a part of your scratching my head, right?
Yeah.
Moochie, are you still there? So, my scratching my head moment, another one was, why the heck are we leaving people alive? I hate to sound evil, but this is the drug game. Why are we leaving Tremont alive? I don't think that was a smart move. I'm very surprised at Rock. Very, very surprised.
Yeah.
And you're sleeping on him by saying, "Oh, I thought Baltimore and then just had more heart or whatever." It's Baltimore, right? Or DC,
Yeah.
which one? And I'm just like, girl, you don't ever do that. Yeah. And I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked. Like you left somebody out here to circle a block. Why would you do that?
I said the same thing. My only justification for not murking him at that moment is what I'm thinking possibly is because you don't want to get the referral for the plug and already murk the person who referred you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when they talked to Ish made it a point to say, I hope you ask for more for your than your friend. So it seems as though Tremont really ain't making that much for them anyway. So I feel like that's going to be an opportunity for them to get him off the board. But I feel like when you beat somebody so bad, you gotta murk them.
Yeah. And you took the plug and everything when you got the information. Like what?
You
listen.
Think that's gonna come back to haunt her?
Huh?
Do you think it's gonna come back to haunt her?
Absolutely. He gonna spin the block on him so fast. I think. I don't know about so fast, but I feel like he's gonna be one of those people that you don't see coming. Especially because of that comment that she made. They was over there laughing at him too. Like, oh, I thought Baltimore niggas had more heart. Like, niggas, this and that. Yo, they was over there clowning him. And I'm like,
yes. Too many people gonna come at him. It's too many.
Yeah, it's a lot.
If you gonna have a unique shot Marvin. Now this guy, if they investigate this, now you're gonna have the police and the feds.
You think it's gonna be like a Benny Blanco type of thing? Remember how in Carlito's way where he was running from the mob. Yeah, running from the mob, running from all this danger and stuff like that. And just when you think you made it safe, here go Benny.
It might be Tremont. Like they might be headed to DC. We might see something. Look, I'm just saying, that Jukebox becomes a police officer in DC. They might be on the run. He might take his daughter with him. That's his child.
Child.
I'm just saying. I could be wrong. I could be right.
Right. Man, if Rock let Trey cross her again, it's like, come on, man. Rock should be much smarter than that. Yeah, absolutely. One Shot Gaming said the guy that Juke deleted was a military vet. So, what's up, Juan? Roman? Young boy? Did you do your scratch in my head moment, Moochie?
No.
Okay, your turn.
What my scratch in my head moment was him taking freaking E.T. Early Tyler to meet Stefano. Look, I don't know how he trusts the wrong people all the time. All the time.
Poor baby.
You know he was bulletproofing Unique's cars. But I think he ain't have a choice. He figured he put somebody there because he got rid of the person. So he's trying to make things right with Stefano, not really thinking everything all the way through. But that was a scratch in my head moment. Like, why?
Yeah. Oh, child. I don't know. I'm getting anxiety. Like, I don't like when shows give me anxiety. I'm so scared for Marvin at this point.
Is it gonna be the morgue or is it gonna be prison?
I'd rather it be prison, honestly.
Yeah. He got to take the ball for the team. He got
to. Yeah. Right. Because you doing the most. Yeah. Like, come on.
and you lying about it.
Right. Like, come on now. Like, I respect. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I would just say it's interesting how Rock knows Marvin has lied, but she's still taking him. I mean, she kind of needs him. That's kind of her muscle, but you still, they doing meetings together still. Like, I don't know. I want her to press him again. Like, yo, Marvin, like, I know you lying. Like, what's up? Like, I just feel like her just kind of nipping that situation. I'm just not saying nip it in the bud, but she kind of just let it rock. Oh, sorry. She kind of just let it be. But it's like, no, like, I'm the type of person we gotta revisit this conversation because I know.
Yeah, right. It's just something's going on. And then the thing is too, like you said, she didn't even press the issue. So it's like, why are you not pressing the issue? You know what I mean? Are you saying, okay, I'm just gonna trust that he ain't doing nothing crazy this time? What are you doing? You know what I mean? And here's the thing. I respected it more when Marvin told her, and I'm pretty sure she respects it too. When he told, remember that time when they tried to take Lulu off the board, putting Molotov cocktails and all of that stuff through his window, all that. And he was on some, I'm doing my own thing. I'm rogue. Like, I'm the big brother. Oh, yeah. Like, nobody gonna stop me from doing nothing. Cause she trying to tell him to stand down. He said, ain't nobody gonna tell me to stand down when folks is coming after my family. That's not happening. Yeah. That was him in his big brother stance, right? And she had to fall back and respect it because right now we're not business partners, or I'm not your boss. I'm your little sister right now. And I hear you talking. And I feel like that's something she could respect, right? But not you lying now. And so put on your big brother pants and be like, look, I'm over here making side deals because I can't trust you right now when it comes to the stability in the game. You left the game and I had to figure out where my money was going to come from. So I'm over here making side deals, doing what I do. I think she would respect it more and she'll be pissed off.
Yeah, she will.
But at least
she ride with him again. But you lying and you causing trouble. Like, now you got to take the fall.
Yeah. Not to cause a massive crazy wars right now. No. Young boy said Marvin turned into a fan favorite after that moment. Probably did. Shoot, he was always my favorite though.
Yeah.
So scratching my head, I did mine. I had like 2, right? Yes. And then you did yours, right, pretty girl? Moochie did hers. So let's go down the line. Favorite moments. Did we do favorite moments?
Yeah.
Okay, so I had my favorite moment. One of them was with the situation where Stefano had to put Kanan in his place, and this was my other favorite moment, as you were talking about as well. And that whole thing. Actually, no, this wasn't my favorite moment. I hate to say this, guys. I'm not a violent person, but when Juke came through and blasted that dude, that was my favorite moment because I knew she was gonna. I knew by the way things were going. She tells her father, leave the blicky here. She got it in her possession. I said, something's gonna go wrong up here. She's the one that's gonna have to come up there and she's gonna catch her first body. You could tell that that's what was gonna happen. And so my thing that I didn't like though, after all of this, was the smile that she had on her face. I'm like, yo, did they just unleash the whole monster just now?
No, that was just a partial of it. She just got like a rush from it.
Yeah, but she liked it. That's what. And you listening
like
to
rush, like, I could see myself doing this again.
Yeah, that's a monster. Like she on right. That's unleashing a monster right now. And not to say that she about to go full force or nothing like that with it, but she looked like she about to be real comfortable in them shoes.
Yeah. But I also saw it as, Juke is Lebanese, right? And so she's more of like a stud. So I feel like sometimes studs have complexes where it's but so much they can do up against a man, right? So it's like, at that point you treated me, not saying she doesn't connect with her femininity as a woman, but I just feel like you did something to me. This my get back. It's not just I feel like she did enjoy it, but it was another like I got my revenge. Like you F with me. This is you got, you know what I'm saying?
This is what happens, yeah.
Exactly. So I feel like there's a lot of layers involved, but Definitely, that smirk was like, whoa.
Right.
Like, let me get
Yes.
my next blicky.
I could do this again. Look, I'm just saying. You
Oh
mess
my
look,
gosh.
and I feel like she feels like what she did was good because she saved her father too.
Yeah.
It's not just like the thrill of taking somebody out.
Right.
It was like I came through for my dad.
Yes.
He was trying to come through for me.
Yeah.
But it couldn't have been avoided if you would let him took his blicky in the first place.
True.
Like, you don't know. I feel like, no, she probably know Marvin reckless, but you don't bust up in nobody's house being the aggressor and not have protection. I feel like that's silly. And this guy's mad abusive. Yes, he's abusive to a woman, but still, you don't know what he got in his house like that.
Right. Exactly. Some of these abusive men are also very crazy just in general. You know, it doesn't have to be that you're just like that with a woman. You're like that in general. So be very careful. You think you're going to just beat up a punk that like to hit women. Like, no. This dude is about to get the best of Marvin. I'm like, Marvin, what the heck is going on?
He said, he did the Michael Jackson. I'm like, don't be stabbing my Marvin like that.
Yes, I was like, what is going on?
He sliced him with that machete.
He sliced him. Sliced him. So thank you for another.
Come back to haunt him though.
Yeah, some people in the chat. Some people in the chat are saying that he's gonna take the fall for Juke.
I could see that happening
this morning. Yeah,
I could see that happening. I feel like they're gonna be on the run though.
Yeah, girl was like
coming out here. It's too hot in New York. He got to go.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Take your dog with you.
Yep. And the name change, maybe that's where that's coming from.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like that might happen. That still doesn't mean that he won't get pow.
Let's keep hope alive, my dear.
I'm just saying.
Please.
Like I said, which place is it gonna be? The prison or the morgue? The penitentiary or the morgue?
Right. Thank you, DeMarcus, for another super chat, $5. What was the point of Malcolm Howard dying if Marvin goes to prison? Right. If he goes to prison, what was the whole point? But you know how it is. That's the same thing that's going on with Unique. Why delete him off, bring him back, you know, even though he wasn't really deleted off, but same thing. Like, just keep him dead if he's going to be back at, you know, stage 1 where he was, the ops. Like, that's just stupid to me. Yeah. I mean, why?
This is the 3rd season, though, that he's been threatened with his freedom.
He's always, that's the fact. He's always threatened with his freedom, and the fans are always trying to kill him off.
Yeah, he was threatened with his freedom with the whole Tony situation. Remember, she jammed him up. Then you got the whole situation with you know, Sal's people and his son. So that still was coming around where they wanted to take him out, and that's how that whole thing happened at the PJs. Then now you got this because he keep trusting the wrong people.
Yep. Thank you, Monica, for the $5 super chat. Marvin and Unique are in their feelings. Marvin wants to be the boss and not feel like he needs his little sister. Unique is in his broke heart feelings. Yeah.
I'm a young one. I'm wise enough to know. Sorry, Brandy.
Yes. I mean, come on. Like, he really is. Everything is about Rock now. I mean, he might as well start saying Rock stink all over this like how he used to, because he's just like real. It's like a mixture of like love and hate. Yeah. It's a mixture of love and hate.
It smells good.
I like the stink now.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Monique. I'm sorry, Monica. I don't know why I said. Did I say call you Monique at first? I'm so sorry if I did. I appreciate that super chat once again. Before we get out of here, let's talk about this situation right here. I actually did not like what he did. I thought this was whack. If I was in this situation, I'd be pissed off. I would have walked out. I can't look. I'm stuttering. Listen, what she did to Juke, yeah, Juke handled hers, and it's all good. But like she said, them chicks tried to cut me. I don't got nothing for you.
Does Kanan know about that?
That's a good question.
That's the problem I'm having with this. That's another scratch in my damn head moment. How you gonna have them two by themselves like this and think nothing gonna happen? Like you think they really gonna talk? No,
Right.
It's not happening. You know your cousin.
Mm-hmm. And then gonna leave talking about something. I got things to do. I'd be like, well, I got things to do too. You're not about to leave me up in here with her. You kidding me?
Yeah. But to him, if he don't know about the jumping situation, maybe he think it's bad blood from the group, and maybe just think it's something light for them to kind of get over. That's my thing. I just don't know if he knows, because I don't think Juke told him, and I'm not sure if Crystal is open and transparent enough to tell him, because she did mention like, hey, she hates me, but does he know why she hate her? Like,
right,
I don't know.
Right. And why wouldn't Juke tell him? I mean, Juke is kind of like that though.
Yeah, she
be keeping stuff to herself a lot, but it's like she'll get to a place where she'll pop his bubble once with some information, but he hasn't gone hard like that for Crystal. So it's not really giving her a reason, but that might happen. But then you see they had their little conversation where she apologizes and she's like, I'm sorry about what happened. It was wrong. I had some stuff going on at home, this and that, girl. But honestly, if you got that in you, I don't want you around my cousin, and I dare gonna show don't want you around me.
Yeah, she pulled her car and she was like,
she sure did. So now he come. Yeah, now he come up for real. So it's like, why would I even want you around?
Yeah.
So I don't know. But somebody said, hold on, let me see something. Somebody said something about Lulu, so we could talk about Lulu one time before we leave, because I sure didn't talk about him. Lulu, the Hotspot Network, what's up? How are you? Thanks for coming through. Everyone hit the like button. 62 people in the building. So it says Lulu ending gonna be tragic with all this prosperity going on for him. I mean, maybe not. I mean, possibly, but I try not to think about all that stuff because I'm just trying to be here for the story. Nothing has given me that type of vibe right now, because I feel like Marvin is taking the cake with everything. However, he could be in danger just because of what Marvin is doing, which is sad,
Yeah, Be Real is kind of a wild card, because he gets a lot of things he don't like being alone. He get into hood rat-ish when he's alone. He like to rob people. They living together. It's a lot with him. I'm a little nervous about how it's going to affect Lulu on some level.
Yeah, because Lulu, he will.
Yeah, he probably thinking Lulu's some cute little record exec.
Yeah, right. And I'm like, you don't know him. You better tread a little lightly, brother. Tread a little bit lightly.
What did I ask? Oh, go ahead.
Did somebody say something?
Oh, no, I was going to ask you a question, but I thought you was about to say something. What do you think about, I mean, I gave my own little thoughts. What do you think about Unique leaving OC alive? What do you think about that?
OC was the one that got deleted in this episode,
no,
right?
He's the one that dropped the money off at Kanan's apartment, that worked with Kanan.
Oh yeah, the little one. The little guy. I don't know. I think it was okay. I was wondering why he didn't delete him. Maybe he was looking at him like, I ain't gonna bother you, little nigga. Like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to say it like that. No pun intended.
No, I know. I'm not offended.
He probably really was thinking like that. Like, I'm really not gonna bother you. Like, you just over here. I don't know. Because that really makes sense. And I said it too to myself. I said, please don't kill him. Please don't kill him. Like, he's just out here working. Leave him alone.
Yeah, he just.
I think he's
like a little rag doll.
Yeah, I think he's working with Unique.
Oh yeah.
Okay, right. That's what I thought. I kind of thought you was probably going there, but I
I
didn't
just
want
wanted to
to.
see if you had any other like.
I didn't have that in
options.
my head.
Okay.
I didn't have that in my head. But it is very, yeah, that's a possibility. But it wasn't in my head. But I had a feeling that that's where you were going.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think Unique left him around so he could keep robbing them.
Mm.
And
And eventually use him.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And now you bring him to your house instead of meeting him in the street.
Right.
That's another scratch in my head with Kanan. Sorry, go ahead, Moochie.
No, you're right though. It is. That's
Yeah,
a scratch in my like why?
Why move and still have work
That was my
coming
least
from
favorite moment too.
you just got robbed, left OC alive. OC came from one spot to your new spot. You're not thinking they probably still peeping out like people's moves. Like, I don't know. Like Kanan he's smart dumb.
Yeah.
Like and it's like you have the best. You have the best tutor, the best person if you want to be in this game, but you over here with your ego. Rock can school you, but you over here just.
Yep. Yeah. Just.
You don't see her doing none of that. She ain't got no work at that house.
He don't see the value at all. Thank you, Monica. Happy blessed birthday, Miss K. I forgot you and my son share. Oh, really? I hope you enjoyed yourself last week. Yes, I did very much. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the love. And I really wanted to go live, like do a birthday celebration live.
I thought you
It didn't work out. It did not work out the way I wanted it to, but it's okay. But I appreciate you guys. And some people was looking forward to it. Like, I can't wait to celebrate. I felt so bad. I just couldn't do it.
The second year in a row you did that.
I know. No, last year what happened was I went live
on your
into my birthday.
Only. Yeah.
And it was just not members only. I did a live on Friday night. And I went on at 11 and my birthday was that Saturday. So we did a countdown. So I was live. But this time I actually wanted to do something and be on here with y'all. So please forgive me. Dale, thank you for the super chat. Seeing those cops walking out from Snap's bar will make Kanan suspicious of them more. I mean, I feel like there's things that Kanan is, privy to that he should be learning from. And I just don't feel like he takes that type of opportunity ever. Like Kanan really has everything around him to make like the best drug dealer ever. As Tasha would say, the best damn drug dealer in New York City, and he just didn't take it. You really were like, people were shaping and molding. I mean, you were learning from so many people and you just dropped the ball.
And Snapping Pops was giving him some great advice, some great lessons. They shady. They was letting him know, like, you don't got reserves, like trouble everywhere. You always got to be prepared. Like, they're letting him know, like, some great tips, but he just seemed unbothered. It's like he don't learn a lesson until the lesson comes versus being prepared.
Yep. That's crazy. So that's pretty much it, guys. I don't think I have anything else I wanted to talk about, but that whole thing right there. Oh, this is one thing that I do want to mention. When Rock, I told you I love the little slick back hairdo, this and that. When she had to go meet up with that guy, Ish, to go meet up with the bigger dude and to go into that situation. This is why I could never, I don't like to use the word never, but I couldn't do this because it's too many risks involved. You really got to be a killer. You really got to put yourself in risky situations. Like she don't know what the heck was about to happen to her when she went into that car. You know what I'm saying? But in order to advance to the next level and become the supplier, she had to put herself in a situation where she didn't really know what the heck was going on. And the funny thing about it is you was just doing playing Russian roulette with Tremont. That was pretty much a Russian roulette moment right there for her. You get in a car, you don't know what is about to happen to you. Thankfully, you really was going to meet somebody and they didn't, do you dirty. But that's some scary stuff those are the type of choices you got to make in this life.
I was a little annoyed with Rock. I was kind of like scratching my head because I'm like, you trying to level up, you're gonna have to go through new experiences. It seemed like she was more scared to get in the car than having a blicky pointed at her face or at her body in her house with a mobster pointed. Like it seems like she's been in more dangerous situations and she's seen more, unscathed than this situation. That was a little interesting to me. I get her being thrown off. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, Rock, you've been in more dangerous situations and less scared. Like, girl,
right. That is true, but maybe at those points she was probably looking like, and she kind of had like a smirk on her face too. So I know what you're talking about. She kind of had a smirk on her face when they was pointing them at her, like, oh, I guess this is how I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
But to have it on that level where it's like, I don't know what's about to happen. This is on some sneak stuff. Maybe it's a little more stressful. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying though.
Yeah.
I took off work and everything for that. Stop lying. Yeah, stop lying.
Oh my God.
Thank you for the $1.99 super chat. I appreciate you, and stop lying, okay? Wow.
You owe him a live, Miss K.
I sure do. Gosh, I am so sorry, folks. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. Moochie, what you got going on?
You on mute?
We got Yellow Jackets. The trailer breakdown on Tuesday. We go live on Friday. And also Daredevil, if you didn't I'm doing that too. And Raising Kanan, that's what I'm working on right now. And we just finished trending topics earlier today. So if you want to catch the replay, you can do that.
You can do it.
Oh yeah, and I do have a theory video with Jukebox taking out Crystal. So make sure y'all check that one
out. Snap.
All right. So
it might have to happen, child. Just because she's a grimy chick, you know. What about you, Mooch? I'm sorry, pretty girl.
Raising Kanan and raising a family. That's all I got.
Yes. How about it? Me too. I like that one. Raising Kanan and raising a family and working 2 jobs and going to school. Okay.
Raising myself.
For right now, I'm supposed to be trying to do other things, but it's not the easiest thing right now. But anyway, make sure you keep that notification bell turned on. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you so much. Hit the like button, share, all that good stuff. DeMarcus Vaughn, thank you so much. Dell, Stephen Harris, Monica M, Young Boy, AG. Okay, Dale, did I say that already? I'm trying to get up here, but sometimes this computer be acting up. Trying to say good night to everybody. Monica M, come on now, go up, go up. It's probably not gonna go up, guys. I can't see everybody that I want to say hello to. I apologize. I'm sorry, good night to. I apologize about that, but I thank you so much for being here, and have a blessed night. Bye-bye. And thank you for all the super chats. I love you.